half a year having a Kindle Paperwhite. These are my first impressions. This is my Kindle. I don't know, I know the girlies out there, you lot be doing all decoration with this thing. See me, I just mess mine up, fam. Man's a functional guy in it. At first, I bought this case thinking it looked cool because I got the green Kindle, this green colour Paperwhite one. And I like the colour, and for some reason in my head, I just thought orange would go well with it. I kind of disagree now. It kind of feels a bit childlike to me, but alas. And then obviously I've got this black patch, which I'll explain later on in the video as well. But that doesn't change the fact that I can't stop myself from picking this thing up and just having a read of a book. I've got a nice 11-week streak as of now because I've been reading more than ever in the last few months. In fact, the only reason why I'd have a break in my daily streak is because the Kindle even encouraged me to listen to audiobooks more, Audible. So I've been listening to audiobooks more than I have ever have as well. But with that said, I really like the device, guys. I charge it rarely. I feel like I've charged it maybe like 3 times since I got it. So I barely charge it. It lasts long. I take it everywhere with me. I had a big heart attack when I thought I lost it once. I thought I left it, and I did. I left it behind somewhere, and I felt so bad. I went back the next day in the morning to get it back. That's how much I've been attached to this device, fam. Positives that I think makes it stand out compared to me reading a normal book would be the ability to change the font size. It's made reading way more accessible to my lifestyle. Right now I'm very big on fitness and getting my steps in. I'm trying to do 10k quite frequently in steps, and so what I've been doing is I attach a, what do you call it, like a remote control page turner. So it's a wireless page turner. I attach that and I put the Kindle on the stand, and I get my steps in while I read, and I just have to click the page turner wirelessly to keep reading. So I've been using that, and to do that and make it a lot more comfortable, I've been increasing the font size to like the max font size, so I can actually stand quite far away from the Kindle and still have a good read. It actually helps me a lot. Like, changing the font size is one of the biggest benefits, I think, because actually it allows me to do so many things. I think having like a bit of neurodivergency, struggling with reading, I find that having a bigger font size allows me to turn the page a lot faster, so it kind of keeps my brain kind of active, you know what I'm saying? It makes me feel like I'm actually reading and progressing. I think one of my biggest challenges with reading is seeing a big chunk of text and just being like, oh, flip's sake, I got to read from here to the bottom, and I got another page, another page, another page. That is almost threatening to me as a reader, you know, seeing all those words. I think it probably is to do with my neurodivergency, but, you know, being able to increase the font size, pro tip, definitely try it out if you get your Kindle and you struggle with concentration as well. That's what I would say for sure. The only other thing is, like, there is one feature called Wordwise, and Wordwise, it allows you to keep track of words that you found maybe challenging or words that you want to memorize. Wordwise means you can highlight an individual word while you're reading, and it will create a bank, a collection of words, so that you can actually refer to them later down the line. So if you're trying to up your vocabulary and about to go out, have a refresher on some words that you don't actually, it's not like embedded into your brain yet, you know what I'm saying? It's really cool. It gives you like a little flashcard thing so that you get the word and the definition. I've only just started using it, but I've been highlighting words the whole time that I got the Kindle, and I only recently found out the purpose was so that the words go into Wordwise, and that's really cool. If you've got a Kindle, tell me what your word of the day is. What words did you discover through reading that you're really happy to have added to your vocabulary? Yeah, Wordwise is a sick feature. I didn't say this, I forgot to say this, but yeah, this patch that I mentioned earlier is actually a magnet. It's a magnet, bro. It's a magnet. I stuck it to the Kindle so that when I am either in bed or I am walking, like I said, I put it on one of my kind of bed stands, and I got this like elevated Kindle that's just in the air, and it's very helpful. So having this magnetic like attachment to it is so helpful, guys. This, for me specifically, I've got so much technology that involves magnets. My iPhone, MagSafe, What else? I have one on my iPad as well. I got a lot of magnetic stuff, so actually being able to have this magnet means I can just stick my Kindle onto objects all around the house. Ask my wife, she sees my Kindle in the most weird places, from the bathroom to, like I said, like in the living room on like a random kitchen counter. My Kindle's just there stood up. Therefore it's a hack. It's definitely a hack. These are the things that make me read more, you know. I probably wouldn't read so much if I was just tired to holding it in my hands all day. It's the fact that I can just have it, place it somewhere, read. It's like a TV. It replaces the TV, it replaces the computer, the laptop, it replaces everything. Because now, instead of just sitting there watching TV while I stand, I'm sitting there reading words, and it's beautiful, it's amazing. I really like that. So that is like my biggest benefit for this flipping device. That actually is the reason why I prefer reading on this more than even just reading a real book now. It's because of that experience of being able to take it anywhere. It's truly portable if you can customize it to be truly, even without the customization, it's portable, but it can be made even more portable because it's so lightweight. You can just add little attachments like this to it, which I just think is really cool. Yeah, man, books that I've read so far on here, it's been a mix between fiction and non-fiction. Off the top of my head, well, no, let's go through it actually. Let me show you guys. Books that I'm reading. Right now I'm reading Crying in H-Mart. So the book is from Korea, so I got K in my head, like K-drama. But Crying in H-Mart is what I just started today. Was reading this marriage book, 7 Principles of Making Marriage Work. Really though, I'm reading manga on here. So I've got the Magi series, if you've ever heard of that. I'm on volume 22 right now. I don't know why it shows volume 10, I'm further than that. But yeah, I'm on volume 22. I'm also reading the Witcher series. Yeah, I'm reading all the Witcher right now. And then finally, I recently finished Dinner Time. It's a big hip-hop producer's kind of biography. So his life and death of Jay Dilla, one of the top guys for, you know, hip-hop artists, you know, from the 90s to the 2000s. It's a big inspiration for neo soul and other genres like that, which I actually make because I am also a music artist. So big inspiration for me. And then the first time I started using the Kindle, was using this. I had it as a handbook for my gym workouts. Terrible ideas. I feel like comics on this ain't the best looking. You're better off using a phone or an iPad or something like that, which I do have, to read like these type of mangas and comics and stuff, because looking at graphics on here, there's no color when they might be color designed, and it's a bit low res. It's just a bit low res. That's what I have to say. I don't really like the experience of comics and illustrated works on Kindle. But yeah, man, I'm reading, man. I finished Ready Player One. I hated it. I cannot lie. Ready Player One, I'm not feeling that book. I can't even find it on my list. I can't even see it. Am I blind? But regardless, there it is. This book, I'm not recommending it, bro. I read it within like 3 days on Audible. I read it on Audible within 3 days. I put the speed at like ×3 speed just to speed through it by the end because I was really not enjoying it. I could have dropped it, but I just wanted to get to the end. This is my first time not enjoying a book in my life. I've never not enjoyed a book before. So it really shows you that my range of books have increased, because when I was younger I was just reading books I liked, you know. But yeah, I think I can end the video here, to be honest. Long story short, I really like the Kindle Paperwhite. Those are my first impressions. I read a lot more than ever, and it's really helpful with staying active in a different way, you know, not just consuming screen content, visual, moving images, just reading the words. It's really nice for that reason, and I highly recommend it if you're trying to get away from screens and actually also just be a bit more productive. Because like I said, I literally use this as a pastime for activities like even working out and exercise. Like having this here helps me get my steps when I want to walk at home on the spot, or if I'm on a treadmill and I want to do some cardio, I can just have this in my hand. And actually I don't really feel good watching like a show, or like, you know, watching show or YouTube. Like I don't really feel good doing those things because it just feels like I'm wetting my brain, when a lot of the stuff we consume is actually like, a lot of the stuff we consume is usually referenced in a book anyway. we're usually referencing books when we consume content, and so it's like, well, why not I just try to go to the source and protect my eyesight as well, instead of just spending hours on TikTok. So my screen time is definitely reduced naturally just by being more of a reader than ever. So I hope the video helps. Let me know in the comments if you're already in the Kindle squad and you're just listening to me talk about it, or if you're thinking of getting one yourself. Maybe I can do a first impressions video where I give you some questions to consider so that you can actually decide whether you want this or not. Let me know in the comments below. In a bit.